It's the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves, and that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Hauled in by Myers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll send a receiver left. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 5 on the play, and the Jaguars have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, it's Etienne. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. It's fielded at the 14. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Play action now, Allen. Catch made by Cooks. And this one does not go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's a design boot. He's got this complete to James Cook. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
On the play, recovered by the offense.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Brian Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. Completes. It's Myers. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's ETN on first down. Still going inside the 35. Cuts it to the right. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars 7, Bills nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Ty Johnson now to return. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays. But as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. And eventually, you could take the will away from your opponent.
Play action now with Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Motion man sent left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Coming near the goal line. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Man in motion here. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Cook is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. It's a James Cook touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. LaQuint Allen to return this. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lawrence looking to throw. Gets this one to Myers. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now a give. It's ETN headed left. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lawrence to throw it. That pass caught by Strange. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now it's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars break the tie here in the first. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Bills 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Ray Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 30. That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bills make it a 1-point game. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This is Allen to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Lawrence working from the gun. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Now what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it sets up 2nd down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Motioning him from the slot right. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 14.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a first down. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 21-14 our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Hauled in left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Motioning left is Thomas. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He spins right by him. And he takes it down to the 33. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a first down.
4 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Jaguars first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Lawrence now off the play action. And who will score? It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Allen. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Slot man's in motion right. Allen on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll try it left with ETN. Space past the 35. going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Motioning Myers right. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at
Danger,
the 11-yard line.
danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. ETN again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
24-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll try the right side with Cook. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. It's Allen out of the pistol. He's trying to push the field. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
28, Jaguars 24.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That one's complete right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Running it here with Etienne. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
10 more yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Etienne on the give. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They go play action. Lawrence. Pulls it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
They'll run, ETN. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Tootin. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Lawrence on third and goal. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
31. Bills 28.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Look at his fullback now. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Cook trying this one up the gut. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapse all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. Now design run. It's Allen. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. In motion, the slot man right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he started to play as a defender. But gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Motioning him from the slot right. He gives here to the motion man. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Jaguars 38, Bills 28.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
We've set it downs from the 37. Play action now. Allen connects on the crosser. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. To the air again. Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So second down coming up. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
37-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, yeah, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here's Allen. His ball's cut by Palmer. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Bron? Gets a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. He dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lawrence with it on 1st. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell he's got the challenge flag out.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. This is Etienne, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence working from the gun. He gets this one to Strange. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Joey Bosa. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. This one's caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This from just 23 yards away.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Into traffic, complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Another one for Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. He's got room to roll. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Bills, first down. A gain of 12.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
And the Bills.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Now Allen off the play action. Got a man. It's Knox. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Touchdown, Bills.
Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game.
41, Bills 38.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This is Allen to return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. First and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Cade, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. downfield, and Myers has it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Now look underneath here for ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
To Parker, Washington. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the air, Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're going to face 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Lawrence to throw it. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Little knocks it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
And the Bills' 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run it with Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
And the Bills' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. Now it's Cook. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit, and Matt Prater needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tootin now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
We put a receiver in motion left. Here's ETN on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. But once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Receiver in motion going left. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed over the middle. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills to the quarterback, Josh Allen, ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has it downfield, working the left. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
That's just
line.
great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Allen setting up to throw. Yet again, he finds Shakir. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Allen gonna throw again. It is Cup, left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw again, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid running the slant. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
This is Cook on the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
Nothing like a little suspense on 4th down over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the 1st down. Some of these running backs, okay, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short lot route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen to throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th.
51, Bills 48.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Put the body on the line for his team. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Hauled in by Myers. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking slant route complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Trying it right side with Etienne. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Trying to run it in, Etienne. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars making a 9-point advantage. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Jaguars 58, Bills 48.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
So 1st down from the 41. Now Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen hits him on the out route. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now run by Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bills.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Allen setting up play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. That's incomplete on 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
To the air again, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. That's going to be complete to Haas. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw again, it's Allen. Catch made. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and
That's
goal.
more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This is Allen to return. Things going well so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. The Jaguars ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognize the jet sweep from the start, and they nail it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. There he goes, right sideline. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a 9-point advantage.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Jaguars 65, Bills 55.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Allen on 3rd down. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Bills down by 10. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. A mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951. And 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook. Can't break past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Complete to Josh Palmer.
That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
65. Bills 62.
So down inside the final minutes, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. I'm drawn up here for Lawrence. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.